Welcome back, everyone. We are here, episode 29. We are growing every day over here in Dallas area. The sun is shining, so I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to dive in. I am just very mellow right now, so I'm relaxed. My brain is relaxed. I'm feeling good, you guys. I'm feeling really good about 2025. I'm ready to keep persevering. I'm so ready for the next drop of my Perseverance collection. I'm just proud of myself for selling the the first drop there. I was just nervous, but baby, I sold that baby. So I'm excited about getting out more, maybe putting these bad boys in some pop-up shops, because the first round I really sold to a lot of people I knew, and then they knew people, and then they knew people, and it was like generational wealth here. It was lovely. I love it. And so it's just also great to see people face lit up when they see the word perseverance. Like, people faces light up when they see perseverance, because it's just a word that they can reference with, they relate with. I'm ready. I'm just ready to keep going. I'm ready to keep persevering, darling. Life is lifing, but we're gonna get started. Episode 29, you guys, because what? Shit, that's just life. Your sister, your girl is here. Thank you for tuning in. But let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. I need to stop singing, you guys. It's okay, though. But let's get started. There's a lot on my agenda today. I'm ready to just dip into it. Let's go. Okay, so let's get started. So first things first, I would like to say happy Founders Day to the women of, Delta, Sigma, Theta sororities, etc. Just all those sororities. Happy Founders Day. I've always wanted to be in a sorority. No, your girl was not in a sorority, but I've always wanted to be in one. I don't know if I could handle any hazing and or any yelling. I've gotten a little history behind what it's like to be like a Q dog. When I was talking to someone that's a Q dog at the time, they were telling me a little bit history. I have a friend that's a Q dog, so they were giving me history at the time of like how it is, like how the hazing goes. I'm like, yeah, I don't play like that. There's a lot of things I play with, but hazing and just out my sleep, no. It's how I was just thinking automatically. But happy Founders Day to people that went through things to get solidified to be in that group. Okay. Happy Founders Day to the women that are in those groups. The women specifically. I'll get to the men eventually here, but women first. I love the community that the Founders Day brings with each Sigma, each sorority shows their relationship of how, really their perspective of how family should be, how one looks like, how one comes along. So I've always loved the sororities. Like, they just make sisterhood, brotherhood, coming along, being family makes it look easy. Like, really, that's why I always loved the whole sororities. Made it look easy. All right. So, second thing on my agenda, because I wanted to say happy Founders Day. I was excited that I'm even recording on Founders Day. Like, okay, I got y'all. I'm going to give you a little shout out. I'm excited. But, all right. Next thing that I wanted to look into, I wanted to give a second to really give Miss Caitlyn Clark grace. I don't know if you guys heard, allegedly today there was a Texas man arrested and charged allegedly for stalking Caitlyn Clark after sending threatening and sexual violent text messages. I was going to give her prayers because she's still a woman at the end of the day. It's a young woman, growing adult, more than likely probably around my age. Yeah, that's scary to anybody that's just trying to navigate through life. That is definitely the last thing that anybody wants to wake up to on their Monday, you know? So, and even just the news, happening to get out there, having to deal with the media as well, on top of the actual drama. Kudos to those people, but we're going to pray for Caitlyn Clark. Like, prayers to you, Buki. You got this. Keep them stranger dangers away. But you got this, Caitlyn Clark. Keep going, girl. Keep striving to be the best that you plan to be all 2025, darling. You got this, okay? Even if you need me to come through and pop up on a few folks because they want to be crazy, sometimes I can pop out and show niggas, okay? I'm just playing. But I could, all right? But, that was next because I saw that and I felt really bad for her. My heart just really fell. My heart still goes out to LA. They are slowly progressing, opening shelters. Airbnb had some availability for a week for people to lay their heads and really gather their thoughts, gather everything they could try to gather. I wish it was a little bit longer, Airbnb. If you are listening, I wish that was a little bit longer than a week, but hey, I understand. But yes, they gave them a week. I'm also thinking about flying down to LA and just helping. I have a lot of extra clothes just in case some people need some clothes. It just helping. Just seeing the time we're in, just seeing the reality of everything that happened in LA. It was very scary. Very scary. So I'm actually putting it on my agenda to go down to LA and help. Yes, I will be going. I will go down there and help. Like, I just want to help. Don't know what else I can do but help. With my, 2 arms, 2 legs, I'll be present. Okay? So that's definitely on my agenda. You guys will know about that when I go. All right? I'll keep you updated on when I'll be in LA trying to help them just gather their thoughts, gather their future, gather LA. Okay, so I'll keep you guys in the loop there. Okay, all right. Next thing on my list. So I told you guys I have been listening to the Arsenio. I've been watching the Arsenio show as well as listening. Been watching the Arsenio show. I am very curious of why the Arsenio show has stopped. So I'm going to look into that more. I have not been able to make time to figure out why the Arsenio show has stopped. But I need to look into that. Everyone has told me it was something that was said. But I'm going to get into that, you all. The Arsenio show really, like I stated, that foundation really is helping me figure out how far I want to take myself. I want to keep truly helping people that are struggling with navigating by themselves, navigating with little to no parental guidance in life, be able to help anyone that's having any mental blocks. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you about my mental block that I was having for a second. I was wondering if I'm doing a lot. Like, okay, are you trying to do a lot? And I was noticing, like, I have my pod, I have my government job, I have my perseverance collection. So I have all these things going. And the mental block came because somebody basically was like, hey, you work a lot. And I was like, oh God, do I? Like, it didn't dawn on me that I work a lot. But then it did. The answer that I needed, the confirmation that I needed just hit right after, you know? Right after I Ray Charles the bullshit, the answer came back to my brain of why I do what I do. And it was LA. It was exactly what happened in LA. I do what I do. I work as hard as I work is because what happened in LA, I always foreseen it happening. I foreseen it happening in Dallas. But what I foreseen was like a real life threatening situation. And anyone that's middle class or maybe even lower, like, you may not make it if you don't have the funds to prepare in advance. Even if you were given the opportunity to prepare in advance, if you don't have the funds, maybe you just know about this piece of information and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's why I work so hard as I do. Like, I never want to get a heads up that there is a life-threatening situation coming your way and I'm not able to escape or help my twin escape, or you get what I'm saying? So it helped me remember what I'm doing for a reason. So I was okay with them telling me that I work a lot. You know, sometimes you gotta Ray Charles the bullshit, Ray Charles any negativity. You gotta remember why you're doing what you're doing. And it wasn't a bad thing that they pointed out that I work a lot. I believe working a lot is okay as long as you have an end goal. You know, have an agenda, and it's being realistic. Nothing crazy, you know, a realistic agenda of, hey, I would like to have this amount, just God forbid. And that's not even, I don't even count inflation. You know what I'm saying? When stuff really about to keep cranking it up on these prices. I'm not even counting inflation, but it's just nice having the funds to get the heck out of there if needed. You know, get your kid up out of there if needed. Get your mother out of there. Get your father out of there. That's what I hope anybody that's working hard is basically for, you know, working for, God forbid. That's what I'm doing. I mean, this is nice too, but like, you know, God forbid if anything happens, this is really what that's for. That makes sense. I live in the moment, but I also just never forget tomorrow's coming. You get what I'm saying? So whether you're ready or not, tomorrow is coming. So that's what I prepare for life, you guys. My advice to you all on this lovely Monday, to my Shit That's Just Life family, my advice to anyone that's listening today is just to remember we are in 2025 now, so not everyone needs to like you. And you don't need to spend time with people who don't deserve your genuine friendship, okay? So no need to overthink things. If things are not what it seems to be, ask questions. Once you've asked questions, make sure you have on that active listening, okay? Be very observant. So observe the situation, turn on active listening skills. And with that being said, if you're turning on your active listening skills, you're observing the conversation and how it's navigating, you should be able to tell yourself if this is going to work for you or if this isn't. You get what I'm saying? Some things are not really hard to figure out, all right? So, on that note, we're going to switch it up before I let you go. Well, no, you got some time with me. But we're going to switch it up for a second. Like I told you guys last week or last pod, I think I told you guys that I have officially started dating. And it's been going. I am having a little blast though. My foot is in the door. I'm having a nice blast conversating with people. Now, it's a little overwhelming conversating with people because all I need is about a 45-minute conversation to know where this is going or if this isn't going anywhere, or if we're just not on the same page, So I gave the conversation 49 minutes, although I only needed 45. I gave it 49 minutes just to be nice, and I haven't really responded back to the fella. But I think he got the gem. He even texted me afterwards. He was like, well, if you ever want to come over. It's like, yeah, I think you got the memo, sir, that you're officially talking to a baby. You're talking to a queen. So I think he realized that, especially when you can have certain conversations with people. If I ask you, tell me about yourself, and you really start naming everything else but not telling me about yourself, that tells me a lot. But that's just a conversation starter. Typically, I think anybody should focus on active listening. If I ask you to tell me about yourself, you start saying, well, I'm tall, I work at McDonald's, I'm a cook at McDonald's, I'm off on Tuesdays. That's telling me about your schedule. That's not telling me about yourself. And I noticed that some people just don't know how to have the basics of a conversation. Or we don't have our active listening skills on. So make sure that active listening skills are activated, okay, ready to go. All right. That's just my advice on dating, you guys, so far, because everyone's listening. Either the person is asking the question, they're actively listening, but the person that gets hit with the question, we can tell that you wasn't either listening or you really don't know how to talk about yourself. Not your job, not what you do when you free. No, yourself. What's your hobbies? What makes you smile? What irritates you? You get what I'm saying? So really focus on getting to know yourself, okay? Outside of that, outside of dating, I say be Ray Charles to the bullshit. All 2025. Ray Charles to the BS. You don't see it. Even if you smell it, you don't see it. You don't see it. Ray Charles. If they don't like you, they'll live. Okay? It's Ray Charles. Ray Charles to the drama. Ray Charles to the baby mama drama. Ray Charles to the baby daddy drama. Ray Charles to the fake girls that got something to say behind your back but want to kiki in your face. Ray Charles. Be ready. Put the glasses on. You don't entertain it. No, they're not worth it. All 2025, darling. You see, January is going by a little fast here. So keep that in mind, that these naysayers, these haters, these talkers, these people that are trying to lower your confidence and not boost it, Ray Charles to the bullshit. Okay? If it's not helpful, you Ray Charles to the bullshit. Ray Charles to the bullshit. All right, that's it. Also, I will tell you guys that recently I've just been really shifting the perspective. Anytime I hear something negative, something truly isn't always negative. I might not have liked, what you said, but it may not have been all the way negative, considering that I can just shift the perspective. This can work in favor for me if I shift the perspective. So I will advise anyone listening for this week, we're hopping in, we're here, 2025, second week, try to shift the perspective. If somebody is saying, hey, I'm just going to make up one. If somebody is giving you constructive criticism, or they're giving you criticism on something, you can look at it as constructive. If somebody is telling you, for example, hey, your glasses are, what's the good word? Your glasses are, what's the word I'm looking for? Crooked. That's the word. If somebody says, hey, your glasses are crooked, it's okay for you to just go look and see if they're crooked. And if they're not, they're not. But if they are, they just helped you out. It's no need to be like, wait, what? Why would you? That's just negative. No, it's not. It's just a little constructive criticism. I know you didn't want to hear it, but now you know. You'll be fine. Shit, that's just life. So I'm just going to let you guys know. Ray Charles to the bush all this week. Okay? All this week, try to Ray Charles to the bullshit. If you cannot Ray Charles the bullshit, write in, send voice memos. I leave the Instagram info at the bottom. Reach out to me on Instagram at shitThatsJustLife. Leave the voice memos. Let me know how it went. I can give you advice on how to kind of navigate through hard situations when moments people are pushing those buttons without touching them. I'll be able to bring you back down, okay? If you go from a 0 to 100, make sure you just send me that voice memo, and I'll be able to save you, okay? Shit, that's just life. That's how it happens. Sometimes we need a comfort zone. We need a group. We need people we trust that's not going to tell nobody, okay? If you're going to be reaching out to me, leave a zodiac sign. Leave a dilemma in the place of where you're from. Okay? Because shit, that's just life. Leave your voice memos. Reach out to me. I have my stories that I will be bringing to you guys real soon. Because life is lifing for me. Life is lifing for my family. So, they have stories. I'll be able to share those stories. My friends outside of Shit That's Just Life, they have stories. So I'm ready. I am ready to start broadcasting. I'm ready to keep cranking it up. Ready to keep growing. And that's just what I'm going to do, you guys. Because you know what? Shit, that's just life. And that's what we gonna do. And that is the end of our episode 29 on this lovely Monday. Best believe your girl Belle Vine did drop some new music, so you guys need to go listen. Look her up on YouTube, Belle Vine. She drops some new music. While you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shit That's Just Life, where I give out more piece of advice every day to kind of help y'all persevere. All right, Ray Charles to the bullshit all 2025. Ray Charles to the bullshit all the rest of the week. Okay? You can't see it can't see you. Ray Charles to the bullshit. All right, y'all? But we're out of here. It was fun. This was fun. This was very releasing for me. I need to release like this all the time. But I have so much stuff to get into, you guys, on Friday with you. I got a little something for you on Wednesday. But Friday, baby, I got something for you. I got something for you. But for starters, like I stated, voice memos. You having any issues, any friends you know that may have some issues, you're trying to give them advice, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to do it, reach out to your girl. That's just life. On Instagram, I'm on YouTube. Lock it in on Spotify. Okay, we're out. It has been a pleasure. I'm going to leave us out with something from the Arsenio Hall show. It's going to be a little nice. A little for the sexy, for the grown. No, I'm kidding. But we're out. What? You know what? I don't know. I guess that's just how it works. I guess so. Yep. Shit, that's just life. We're out. 29. Episode 29. We did it again. Out.
So I'm listening to people on television call me, and writing in papers and stuff, saying I'm a clown and who is Martin and he's buffoonish. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm just a guy on television that loves to make people laugh. Whether you black, white, Chinese, short, midget, I love to make everybody laugh. So I went home, I said, Mom, people lashing out, and usually I don't say nothing. Mm-hmm. I want to, go to these because I'm from the neighborhood. Yeah. And my mother said, baby, you you know how it is. From the neighborhood, you won't wait outside the door. Well, when they coming outside? You know? So my mother said, nah, baby, think of the time you living in. Right now, you can't really drive down the street. Racism still exists. We gotta admit it. People, we don't speak to each other, and we are lunching. We're pulling guns. We're taking each other, and this world ain't supposed to be like this. This is all wrong. We fight, and we're fighting for the wrong things. Everybody measures success in having a car, having a big house, but success is measured in your happiness. Because if you ain't happy, it don't mean a damn thing. And you are happy, bruh. And so when I went home and talked to mom and found out what I needed to be happy, for me to be happy was to know me. My mother broke some science to me. She said, if anybody call you a clown, they call you buffoonish. You're a comedian, you walk with the faith. If we all get back to why we're really here, man ain't God. God is God. And mom said, you are named after Martin Luther King. You are named after John F. Kennedy. Your name is Martin Fitzgerald Lawrence. You were born in 65. I named you after a black man and a white man to show you there's two good people in this world that try to make a difference, bring people together. So I got to thinking, I said, that is true. So I said, what did Martin Luther King say before he died? And this is when I got my image, I started thinking about this. Martin Luther King said, when I die, don't tell them about the Nobel Peace Prize that I won. That ain't important. Don't tell them about all the other accolades that I won. That ain't important. What I want you to tell them is Martin Luther King tried to help somebody. And if I've done that, my living isn't in vain. You know what I'm saying? So to all the people that would call me a clown, buffoonish, say I'm silly, who is this kid? I walk with the faith. Because mama told me so. I'm Martin Fitzgerald Lawrence. You know, like me or love me. Everything is good though, dog.